Did you know? In this level, Mario can only jump when he has coins. Collecting the moon instead of the midway means I have to start all the way over. Oof! That's perfect. Just a little bit of greedy little moon boy there. This level is called Built with an Xbox Controller, and it's from the upcoming Super Mario World ROM hack, Holiday Extravaganza. It's not usually the case, but in this level I need to collect every coin, since the only way that I'm able to jump is by spending coins. You can see my current coin count up in the top right. I can get the full height of a bounce for free by bouncing off of a fuzzy with a spin jump. When this level was created, there was a prompt that needed to be followed by the creator, which was a specific pattern of jumping and spin jumping. There we go. That's really, really funny. That's so good. Collecting that midway and then touching the muncher makes me respawn over on the right side of the wall. That's just where it's placed. No, I haven't beaten Dram 3. I'm behind the curve on it. The Z that we see here in the line guide is the traditional indicator for a spin jump in Super Mario Maker 2. Usually in a Super Mario World ROM hack, you'd see a blue coin instead. Cool. Very cool. I like the Z. You don't see Z's these days. This is Bubbles, bitch, a level from Grand Poo World 3. There are two kinds of bubbles in this level. The red bubbles let you stand on them, and the blue ones bounce you up automatically. There's some red coins here. These are an indicator to turn around. It will respawn a sprite and let me use it. This spiny disco shell here will follow me, but I get normal bounces off of it. There's a Yoshi up ahead that needs to eat one thing to grow up into an adult. So I make sure to face left to bop the shell down, and throw Yoshi up to the mushroom. Goodbye, Yoshi. There are two hidden blocks underneath this pipe. This is a vertical level where I need to get up to the top. I have horizontal screen wrap so I can go out the left side of the screen and come back out the right side. And mainly I'm using these two red bubbles to help me up to the top. There's a hidden block at the top here that I have to jump around. And this is the first time I've had the throw block. That's a cool move. So not only can I screen wrap by going off the side of the screen, so can things that I throw. That's another cool move. This is ROM Hack Race Week 186, Shooter McGavin. In this section, whenever I first grab onto a vine, the launcher that's in front of Mario will shoot out a Paragaloomba. With the way Paragaloombas move, they can be a little hard to jump on, but I need to use one of them to get into the up pipe. The launcher here in this cape section is just on a timer. Every time the timer runs out, it spits out a new thwomp. And I have to fly through the thwomps, avoiding getting hit by them, and also touching the death blocks. In the next section, every single time I grab a coin, the launcher is going to shoot a bullet at Mario. And I just use them to get all the way over to the pipe. The launcher here that floats in front of Mario will shoot out winged platforms. Every time Mario collects a coin, it triggers a timer that starts counting down. Once it runs out, that's when it fires. We get a cape here. I think I'm intended to fly at the ending, but I end up just using the cape as a damage boost and only use the winged platform to get over there. This launcher is also triggered by coins. This one fires instantly, and it shoots the charging chuck that's stacked on top of the diagonal lava bubble. When you jump on Charging Chuck, if he takes damage, he makes you bounce in the opposite direction that you hit him from. It makes it a little difficult to balance on top of him. There's not enough ground behind the gold tape. Mario would walk off the edge and die if I collected it. So instead, I need a keyhole. Hello, good morning. Just taking a quick look and making sure that everything is set up the way I want it to before we get started. I do need to start a thing. because my controller was unplugged. And I want this. Math ain't mathin'. Alright. Hi. We're gonna do a little bit of Perchance, and then we're gonna jump straight on into testing Super Bruh Bros. Well, let's get it started. That's a little loud. Hang on. Sorry. Let's turn this down just a smidge for me. Missing shell jumps in 2025? Can you imagine? So, I should have asked, and I didn't. I actually don't know if Super Bruh Bros is gonna be kaizo. There are a lot of options. Like, it has the wall jump, and it has, oops. It has the spin move. Sorry, one quick second. I want to make sure that... Yeah, I forgot something. There it is. Okay, we're good. And I think there was yet another... Oh yeah, it also has up throws, which is a really weird thing to have in SMB3. But we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I haven't done a whole lot of SMB3. We did just that one level yesterday. Or I guess it was two. Being the airship and the boss that went with it. And that wasn't too incredibly challenging. So we'll just have to see what the rest of the game looks like. I was alerted that there's a known issue, which is that sometimes the first jump you take in a level gets stuck like it's a wall jump. But that also the first jumps in levels are not important jumps. Hey, Bad Kitty. Yeah, this is the final boss of Perchance. Perchance has a lot of boss fights in it. This is the one that you beat it and that's the end of the game. Not that this is the ultimate in difficulty of boss fights for this game, or that it's the last one you can encounter, because there's a secret optional boss fight. Give me that dang mushroom. I didn't even need it. I just took it because I wanted it. No hit. Perchance by Papa Nug. Let's go over here. Yep. Alright. A reset. I don't want to get too far in those credits. Let's do it again. Where do you download Perchance? If you're ready for it, you already know. You should start on other ROM hacks first. Back to back? Back to back? Oh yeah, he's a good boy. He's also a loud boy. Perchance is not a boss fight. Perchance is an entire game. It has 36 exits, and it is master difficulty. It's intended for people with thousands of hours of experience playing kaizo. The first level features several frame-perfect jumps. Right, but you can't get to this without doing those. Also, this boss fight took me 12 hours to beat the first time I did it, which greatly dwarfs my time spent completing every other level in this hack. A clip? Oh. Thanks, Chris. Gamer Chris, coming in with the clips we need. Yeah, I think that was 8 Frog. And I wasn't paying attention to the count. Eight Frog will do that if you're not moving at the right speed. Yeah, this boss fight ended up taking me about the same amount of time as the Hardener Fennel fight in Casio did. And that is a pretty hard fight. This one only has you get 10 hits. But you do need to use the shells that Mario gives you. You're not hurting him any other way. In Casio, when you're fighting Fennel, you can jump on her to do damage, but she takes 30 hits. And another important distinction for Fennel is that you cannot make a mistake. You don't get a mushroom for that fight. In this fight, you have to earn the mushroom. There's another optional level that you can go and beat. It doesn't count as an exit. It doesn't give you progress in the game. What it gives you is knowledge. Knowledge of a code that you can enter that gives you a mushroom. I shouldn't have grabbed that. It worked out, but I shouldn't have grabbed it anyway. I was thinking of doing a thing that would only be funny for me, And it's because I am going to be playing an SMB3 ROM hack after this. I wasn't counting. And that thing is pretend to be SMB3 Mario because I'm playing SMB3. No, I've not beaten Dream 3. We're doing testing. Not of this, but we're doing we did testing for a ROM hack yesterday and the day before. That took priority over Dream 3, and so does the upcoming testing I'm doing. First blood. I feel like I said that wrong. My testing takes priority over playing Dream 3. Yeah, the firewall... I still would have tried to avoid it if I had counted properly, but I wasn't counting. I felt like I was on 8, but I wasn't sure. That's a bummer. It was good RNG, but a bad time for it. I want to have Mario throwing as many shells at me as possible, but I want to make all of those shells count. Having him destroy 2 shells like that just means that it's considerably longer to win the fight. Oh no, I haven't minded Dram 3 at all. The last level I did was the first castle, and that was about 11 hours, which I don't think was too terribly long. That was a really hard level. I had to get very, very consistent. It's funny with the holiday hack. There was actually a level that was a little similar in structure. Kind of. Didn't get the opening. The way that level was built, you got a choice between one of 4 rooms to start with, and then to make progress you had to beat another 2 of those rooms chosen randomly without dying. And there were actually 2 other levels that were complete 5 rooms in a row without dying. Kind of feels like they like that trope. Those other 2 levels, they let me choose the room that I wanted to do. Oh yeah, Penga's really big on trolls. Like, that is, I think for him, his definition of kaizo is it trolls the player, which is, I think, kind of an unfortunate definition of kaizo, but that's Panga. He usually does this thing in Mario Maker levels, where he puts in a fake dev exit. Some of the trolls have definitely been avoidable, and others haven't been. But one way you can look at the trolls is that they're a fluke test. If you can do it once, you can do it again. And there's certainly a chance that you just fluked your way through if you get to the end. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of putting together a video which is just the trolls. Which, I need to decide if I'm going to do that with just the trolls that I organically got, or if I want to try and go back and get hit by the ones that I missed. Yep. Papa Nug ported this song over to SMW himself for this hack. Yeah, I think the fast rope is probably worth seeing. However, it's going to be a little bit of an ordeal actually getting there again. Because that was a hard level. So there's two ways to avoid the fire rain. One is to start all the way on the edge and move more slowly than I am, which is, if you're not doing the first thing, the second thing doesn't really help. The other alternative is to run, find a gap, and run through the gap. Those are the two ways to do it. One of those is a lot more consistent than the other, but it requires you setting yourself up for success. And sometimes that's a hard thing to do. Hey, Sparkle Fritz. Yeah, I normally tend to be in the middle, because that's a pretty safe place for me to be. I want to be on the edge for both hammers and the fire rain. I don't want to be on the edge for the other fire flower attack, and I am bad at telling the difference between the two before it's too late. The holiday testing is done. Bruh Bros hasn't gotten started yet. No. Way too early. I did. I took on 2. The holiday testing was a much more recent engagement. But I've been waiting to test Bruh Bros for a while. super familiar with SMB3. Like, I've played it. I've even played a little bit of Kaizo, but I'm not like any kind of expert at it. And nerdalert knows this, so it should be something that's within my skill level. Yo, Cloudburst. I'm doing pretty good. I'm so excited because the Twitch recaps came out today. And I got one. There was like 1 year where I just didn't get a Twitch recap. And I was super mad because of it. It's 10 hits to win. Yeah, I did the 16 hits. I think that's about all I would want to do. Hey, Dash. You were also in my top 5. There we go. Mutual nerds. Let's go. All right, I think we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna switch on over to testing. Yeah, I will. I already posted it in my number 1, but I'll do the others later. I was actually gonna put yours, but then I couldn't find your server in the list fast enough. And I said, fuck it. I didn't want a message in my Discord of... Thank you so much for the roses. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, man. No back-to-back wins yet today. I must be rusty. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate the support today, guys. It means a whole lot to me. No, it restricts my movement. Really? When you're holding a shell in the water, you have no choice over how fast you go up. And going up is primarily how I dodge. It is. Same name on every platform. Deathstroke, thank you so much for the heart me and the Go Popular. Really appreciate it. How you doing, Deathstroke? Hey, Ryan. That's the best kind of morning. Item swimming also forces you to move forward, which is not something that I want. So it's just a bad idea all around to hold a shell in the water. If my goal was to move from left to right as quickly as possible, item swimming would be the best thing to do for that. You'll notice that this level is like 16 tiles wide, so there's not really any incentive to travel a great horizontal distance. 9. Can you jump his head? Do you see me doing it? There we go. Perchance by Papa Nug. We're gonna go ahead and start our testing right now. Everyone knows Mario is cool as fuck, but who knows what he's thinking? Who knows why he crushes turtles? And why do we think about him as fondly as we think of the mythical, non-existent Dr. Pepper? Perchance! Alright, switching devices real quick. I might actually be stuck. I gotta reset. X-Men?
Perchance. Bye. Bye. Yeah.
Hey, Bad Kitty, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch as well. Alright. Waiting for this to reboot. And I've got to reconnect my controller. So how's everybody's Tuesday going? Sure is Tuesdayin'. Controller. Automatically. Pair. It means something to somebody. There we go. You can't prove nothing, Dash. Alright. So this is Super Bruh Bros. This is a ROM hack of SMB3. This is the other side of the boss fight I was just playing. I actually don't know if this is Kaizo or not. A friend of mine from a very long time ago, nerdalert, decided he was going to make his own SMB3 hack, and that's what this is. Nerdalert was a friend of mine back in the Mario Maker 1 days. Let me get my controller plugged in. And let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. So I have played the first 2 2 levels. We've got a couple of increased movement options. We've got the spin. It was actually called a regrab. Yeah, I don't know what the music is. But also, having custom music in SMB3 is an unusual thing. It is Pac-Man, yes. Did you know it's faster to collect the wand on the ground than it is to jump for it? I need to make a properly timed video showing that. Bruh, I lost my VCR. I have to watch my Ernest and Pee-wee tapes before Blockbuster charges me for late fees. Easy. Bruh. New mechanics. In air, hold up, then jump to regrab. Also, there's drop, wall jump, up throw, and pause menu. Don't match 3 card. Bruh. So, pause menu. Oh, that's unique. Oh, jumping for the wand? So... Okay, there's a whole explanation for it. The explanation is... Mario falls slower when he has a wand. So... After you grab the wand, it transitions to the next screen after Mario reaches the bottom of the screen. Mario falls slower with a wand than he does normally. Can I go in these? Oh, hold on. I see. We wall jumping. And we can hold a shell while we do it. And we can up throw and drop. Oh, that's very good. Oh, that feels so good. I've seen some ROM hacks of SMB3 where they add in the extra mobility options, but then they just have vanilla level design. This is SMB3. It's pretty plainly obvious, I think. Oh no! Oh no! Oh boy. Oh boy. Hi, Bane. I do not know SMB3 shell jump timing, so this is gonna take some getting used to. You did meow. Hello, Bane. Hello. She is probably the most vocal of the 3. Man, you get so much height off of bouncing on enemies and less shells. What are you doing? What are you doing? The thing that she's asking for is not hugs. We've determined that. My death counter isn't working. Let's get that turned on. She is completely black except for this little tiny patch on her chest, which is like the smallest dot of white imaginable. Ah! No, you can't one-sided wall jump. Or you can't one-sided wall climb. That is not something that gains you height. The timing is so different. I feel like with Bane, the kitty that was just on camera, if you didn't know her white spot was there, you might not notice it. I mean, I'd say that these shells are treating me pretty nicely right now. It's just, the difference of timing between this and SMW. You do have a lot less control over your jumps in SMB3 than you do SMW. I need to throw these a lot earlier than I normally expect to. There we go. I got another anchor! Oh. 1, 2, 3... I actually don't know how many exits are in this. Alright, let's go on to the next level. So... I think this is a single-use platform. It is. Oh, that's so good. Everything is going to be a new discovery for me in this, because I don't do SMB3 kaizo. This seems pretty gentle, though. Yeah, I've done just a smattering. I did that at the start of the year. I think I want to do a lot more in 2026, though. Okay, I want to be faster. Good morning. I tried to wall jump, I just went too early. I think it's sort of like in... Which game is that where you can wall jump but only after you've attached to the wall? Not Celeste. Woof. Okay, I need more distance there. Okay, and I should go from higher up. Oh no! I don't have a whole lot of jump control in this game. And by that I just mean the height, not the speed. And that's a me thing. That's me not having the hours. I'm gonna try just doing the smallest jump I can there, see if that works. You have to be moving down to wall jump. I'm trying to do that a lot earlier than I should. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah. That's actually a tough jump, even if I wasn't slow. Because that platform just doesn't go out very far. This is a ROM hack of SMB3, yes. Why are you so grumpy? I know he probably can't get picked up by the microphone. Spike, it's okay, buddy. He was going row, 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 row. What are you doing, Grumpy? Yo, thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. I'd say a big part of my problem there is that I'm waiting and verifying. Hold on. Waiting and verifying that I am actually stuck to the wall before I move on. Also, those don't.
You're a good boy, Spiky Spike.
You hear that, Spike? You're a good boy. Good boy. These platforms don't really work the way I expect them to. They kind of look like they're modeled after the ones in Yoshi's Island. The ones in Yoshi's Island only disappear after you've jumped off of them. And these just... they vanish X amount of time after you step on them. Man, the instant retry is so nice. Like, not having to restart the music or go back out to the overworld. Really, really good choice. I don't know how long it's been around, but hats off. Dash, did you do Celeste Mario's Zap and Dash? Oh, that's such a good hack. The funny thing about that is that I almost feel like it's not even worth making that a ROM hack. Okay. Hey, Sulky Solid, thank you. I missed the pipe. Thank God for that wall jump. Thank you for the GGs. Because, like, there's nothing left of the original game. None of the movement physics are in there, thank God. Pretty much the only thing that you have is the Mario sprite, and I don't think the Mario sprite is an accurate Mario sprite for SMB1. Oh, thank you for the GG gifts, Silky Solid. Is this? It is. It's the bad touch. Imagine the Bloodhound gang being an SMB3. What a port! Carmen, thank you for the love you so muches, and for the heart me. I love you too, Carmen. Alright. Port! Hey, Finch. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Yeah, Nerdalert is the creator. The hack is Super Bruh Bros. It's not released yet. Oh, that's so good. Non-interactive shells? Nope. They definitely are interactive. Okay, I think I just want to be either throwing that right away or bumping it. Let me go over and see what happens. It is. How much work is it to get custom music in an SMB3 hack, Finch? Why did I up throw? Is that just a shell jump? Okay. I'm glad that we've got Carmen here. Carmen being the expert on SMB3 music boards. Carmen, I hope work's treating you okay. You're leaving early? Let's go. Man, this sounds so good. Some of the other songs were not as identifiable for me. But this is a really, really solid port. What? I think I need to use the shell on the thwomp. Okay, and it's a double bounce. I wasn't paying attention at all to the fact that it was still moving. Got him. I got something in my eye. Yeah. We're gonna listen to the music again. Hey there, how's it going? Almost. Yeah. I am not an expert on SMB3. So this is probably harder for me than it would be for anyone who actually has experience here. The jump heights is the really weird thing for me. Shame I couldn't get the shell kill on Boom Boom. That's cool. Very, very beginner friendly. Super short levels. SMB3 is going to naturally have shorter levels anyway. Turbo Tunnel? Wait. Batman. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to take a real quick break. I have to go and refill my drink, because I'm gonna be very thirsty soon. Okay, that, but don't slow down. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna run some shorts while I'm away. Enjoy those, and I'll be back soon. And I think to myself, isn't that against the rules? But they're all like, screw the rules, I have Tetris. This is pretty nice to get through, actually, because there's a shadow in the background for where pieces are going to fall. And I also have those coin indicators telling me basically where I need to be standing or jumping to be safe. And I'll just get up to the top here. I need to be careful to wait after these pieces fall, because there's one more Tetris block that falls down, and I get into the next section. You're out of line, plumber. Think fast. This will be your kill screen. So now it's going to substantially speed up, but it's really not too bad to get through, because again, there's the shadow for the where the blocks are going to be falling, and the coins telling me where it's safe to stand. So I just need to move to the coins. And this is actually, I think, the scariest part of the level. There's going to be a Tetris block falling down on the left side, and I just need to jump around it. And now I can go back up to the top. If you've been paying attention, there was a level earlier in the game where I had grabbed a bunch of mushroom blocks. Now I'm finally getting to use them to plug up these holes where those eye blocks are coming out of. Which is destroying it and letting me fall into the ending, which will be coming tomorrow. Welcome to ROM Hack Race Week 331. This is Power Cycle by Eden and Mason. This level features a gimmick where whenever I gain score, I switch power-up states. So I'm losing my mushroom by spinning on the turn block, and then regaining it by stomping through one of the Goombas. Yoshi has to eat 5 things to grow up, so we did a double eat with the shell and the first one up, and then used the berry and other one up for the other 2. I need to be spinning as I jump on this Yoshi, so that I can safely bounce off of the piranha plants to get to the next part. I can't just kick this shell, I have to bump it. That gives me score and a mushroom. And each one of these coin blocks that I'm hitting also give me score to give me another mushroom. I'm running with P speed here. Eventually I'm gonna catch up with this shell. I need to make sure I don't jump on it until the end, because it's the only way I'm gonna be able to get to the door. Now this is where things get really crazy. Instead of just cycling between Small Mario and Big Mario, now we're also throwing a cape and a fire flower into the mix. Up ahead, we're gonna need to shoot a piranha plant. That's gonna give me a coin so that I turn back into Big Mario. That allows me to take damage and get iframes. That's the only way I'm keeping a mushroom over to this gray platform. We're getting P speed in flight, then we immediately change over to a fire flower. I collect the coin from that plant, turning me into Small Mario. I'm still able to fly, but I can't see myself. That power-up switching is pretty crazy. And just like that, we're back. Just in time for the UPS delivery across the street. Bork, bork, bork! Actually, I'm not sure if... It has an indicator for me to initiate a regrab there. Regrab? I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Let's just keep trusting it. This is the song of Spike's people. Spike clearly is a dog that never gets pet. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good setup. I really like this so far. Oh, I've got 3 cats. What I think is really funny that I've only noticed happening in the past couple months or so is the things that set Spike off. Cars, deliveries, the cats will sit and stare out the window, and when they see these things, they'll start growling at them. I don't know if they're trying to help Spike out, or if they're just as freaked out about them as he is. Hi, Kiwi. No, we're doing playtesting. Thank you very much for being subscribed for 14 months, Kiwi. I think that's good enough for a joke from the jokiest joking joke book ever written, no joke. What does a yes person say all the time? I don't know. Oh, that worked, but I didn't capitalize on it. In 1 second so I can write down the joke that we did. An update on the joke book. We are sitting at 162 more jokes to tell, and then that's the end of it. I want to jump before it gets underneath those death blocks, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well there's the bug that nerdalert talked about, where I got a wall jump while I was just on the ground. The retry is so fast, I don't mind that in the slightest. No. No, you haven't. That's why we're retiring it. This has been a very badly written joke book. And we even went and looked up reviews on Amazon, and people apparently like it. Or at least grandparents are saying that their granddaughters like it. I would say that the wheat to chaff ratio is about 1 in 50. Yep. The way that we're doing this is, every time I tell a joke, we are removing a joke. We're removing a whole page of jokes from the end of the book. And whenever we reach the current page, well, that's the end of it. Cool. Cool beans. This is really beginner friendly. Oh. Yeah, a lot of SMB3 chocolate. So I have the ability to up throw. I can drop shells. Oh, that's good. That's good. We've got this kind of twirl move here that makes me fall slower. I think there's one other thing that I have as well. Oh yeah, wall jumping. Wall jumping, wall sliding. Poor boy. Can anybody identify the music? Oh yeah, it's super SMB3. I was thinking Doom as well, but like, there's a bridge that doesn't sound doomy to me. Hey, Al. Hey, Super Mike, thank you for the good luck. It's sort of like if you take SMB3 and mash it in together with new soup. You're back from the grocery store. Mario 3, but with a twist. Imagine if there was like a bajillion fire bars. That'd be a twist. Oh, nice, Super Mike. Got a warp whistle. It is. It really is very Final Fantasy themed. Yeah, that's good progress. I think that section is one where you're going down. Is that right? All right. Well, we got a warp whistle. We're gonna warp whistle. Welcome to Warp Zone. World 4. I was your top watch streamer? Holy crap! This music. Oh, you got your analog 3D? Nice. Yeah, I wasn't big on the analog 3D just because I, What is happening here? What are they swapping between? Are these like the moving munchers or something? Can I... Okay, I can't touch them safely. Hey, Nate Dog. Smooth plumber. Oh, he's waking up. Bye. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this move? I think it's that. No, I wasn't a huge fan of the N64 library. I think it's a shell jump. It's like a whirl shell jump? Yeah, like that. It's something. The thing that I feel like I need to worry about is, oh, it's a back throw! It's a back throw. Oh, that's such a good setup! Wow! Man, oh man. So I like that we've had those pyramid levels. They have given us tech that is exclusive to our moveset. Why are the munchers changing? Who knows? But like, the previous pyramid that we had was a double shell jump, which is not something you can do in SMB3. And then this one was, you know, throw the shell and then twirl into it. Yeah, so, like, what actually is on the N64 that you would want to replay? There's Paper Mario. Paper Mario is really good. Like, there's no denying that. Smash was incredible. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for the heart me. Alright. But we already have a remake of Ocarina of Time. It's called Twilight Princess. Another back shot there, I think. Ooh, Quest 64. This is a ROM hack. This is Super Bruh Bros. You're naming an awful lot of bad games there, Owl. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You think a smooth frame rate ruined the series? That's an interesting... That's definitely a shell jump. You know we're naming bad games. No, if we want to name bad games, I mean, that's the vast majority of the N64 library. We'd be here all day. Remember that time in Superman 64 where you had to spell out a word? Hey! Hey! I wonder if I should know the answer to this question, because I know I watched a video on it. I wonder if you could do Doom 64 with 2 analog controllers? I know, Stop Skeletons from Fighting did a video about that very topic. Whoa! I played a little Doom 64. I am not a Doom player. Like, I never played actual Doom. The controls on Doom 64 were definitely giving me a headache. You know what I never really dabbled in was, Mario Kart 64. I'm gonna imagine that this is probably safe, but we're gonna get Peace Beat anyway. Completely safe. I really like the levels in this so far. I'm feeling super positive. That's a disco shell. Why does it look like that? I thought the chainsaw was in the original Doom. And I say that because the vast majority of my experience with Doom is the Doom roguelike. And Doom roguelike has a chainsaw. I'm already dead, by the way. I never finished Doom 3, actually. I was too much of a scared little baby to play Doom 3. That game was super heavy on the jump scares. I don't know how to get out of water. I'm not paying attention to where I hit the blocks. That's like the defining feature of SMB3. You know what I would like? Instead of needing to hold up in order to get the regrab to happen, what if you just press the jump button? Yeah, I think this is an incredible port of this. Map 16 trolls. Okay. Gas station taquitos? Is that a thing? I remember playing a mod for Doom 3 that I actually went back and looked up. many, many years later. And it basically turned Doom 3 into a roguelite deck builder before those were popular. Yeah. That is a really weird mashup. But you would get cards, and those cards would be things like shotgun, which gave you like, I don't know, 5. It would give you a shotgun and 5 shotgun shells, and then once you finish using it, you went to the next card, which could be a fireball, and you would shoot out imp fireballs. I don't remember what the name of the mod is anymore, but I don't think it was something that was very popular, but I played it. What about it? Hi, scrap iron. You might be thinking of Neon White? I feel like I both played all of Neon White and am an expert on it because I watched Dupu. Uh-oh, I got a skull. Thank you for the GGs. I mean, Neon White did the whole card thing, but it wasn't like a deck builder. It was more just, here's the level, you need to traverse it. Dang it, Pac-Man. I think we've probably gone through all the music that's going to be in the hack. Unless there's a different song for, like, Bowser. Hey, Eric. Hope you're doing good. Okay. Oh, where am I going there? Okay. I am kicking that shell, I'm not picking it up. So, I have a bad habit of reading those up arrows as throw the shell up, instead of correctly reading them as initiate regrab here. Steel heart? You put that heart right back. It doesn't belong to you. Why are you stealing from Heart? I guess that means there's a Mr. Pac-Man. Are they related? Right, because that's where Pac Baby comes from. Hey there, welcome in. But Mr. Sandman is a boxer. Why are you up throwing? I have a shell in my hand, and I see an up arrow, and I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Unfortunately, up throw is not 4. Oops. I think I need to experiment a little bit there and see if I can just ram the shell into the thwomp. I'm a little confused about what's happening sometimes with the Pac-Man. Like, he doesn't hurt me, but I can move him? Yeah, okay. Boom Boom. It's a Boom Boom. We're fighting Boom Boom? There we go. Orb! This is really good so far. Really, really good. Oh, balloons. Okay. I know I've seen balloons in, like, videos and stuff. What is that? Both Cloud and Goomba. Dobbs W. Cloud. Interesting. That can be a hard thing to do in Kaizo. I think I want to get off of that balloon, like, immediately. I'm constantly trying to jump too early. Like, I'm expecting just coming in contact with the wall to allow me to wall jump. But I need to have started to slide for that to happen. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Like that, but I need to jump off the balloon and start sliding. Maybe. I think the Munche is probably French. I think the Goomba face is just, not mirrored. Like one eye is wider than the other, and when it's walking, it just, mirrors its, sprite for a walking animation. Like the teeth aren't centered and one eye is wider than the other. It does, yep. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, I was there. Well, yeah, you'd have to be like 55 years older. Okay, well, you can get right the fuck out. Presuming to tell me what the fuck to do on my channel. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Joke's on you. You don't even have to get angry. Streamer, why are you so mean? He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. You'll be dead. Yeah, I don't know what the song is, but I would say that most of the songs in here have been really good. Oh, Star Wars. I do unironically like saying that things are getting out of hand whenever there's two of them. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say that the Cloud and the Goomba are probably newly created art for this hack. Okay, I see what my problem is there. My problem is that I am trying to do the regrab input too early, which means that I'm letting go of jump and losing height because of it. Hey, Zim. Snow? No, just rain here. We got our snow back in, I think, I want to say it was October? Which is super early for snow here. Like, crazy early. Thank you very much for the heart me and the Go Popular. Oi! Dinky hack, mate. Wonder why that shell went so far over to the right. He's happy. He's smiling. I have done Mario Maker. It's been a little while. I mostly do SMW. This is really hard for me. Some of the simple jumps. Marcus the Worm, I don't think that I have. That is so funny, Nerd Alert. I was just about to say, thank you for having such good indication. The indication is still good. There we go. Yo, thank you for the GG scrap iron. Where am I going? Is it gonna kill the volcano lotus? Wow. Okay. Hey Chris, thanks for the art me. Okay. I think I needed to get over to the bomb, but I legitimately don't know how to get over to the bomb. Yeah, he was happy, and then his string started getting pulled on. And then he started making a face. Okay, alright. Just go straight through. The indication is really good. I think I throw the bomb. I actually don't know if throwing a bomb into an enemy is gonna kill it. I'm gonna assume that it does. Yeah, this whole thing is, pretty heavily focused on custom physics for SMB3. No, it's SMB3 physics. I guess what I should say is that it's got a lot of custom movement tech. Like, I can up throw and drop items. We've got the wall jumping. Yeah, I'm not looking for backseating. The trouble I'm running into there is that I'm doing a twirl to get over there, which probably isn't necessary, but the twirl is turning me around and making me throw in a direction I don't expect. Oh, it also kills Pac-Man. Alright. I wouldn't have guessed that it was possible to kill Pac-Man, but I guess it makes sense. Also, I'm just realizing now for the first time that Pac-Man is eating everything until he gets to a ghost, and that's where he stops. Which is pretty funny. Oh my god. True. Now where's the power pellets? Hey there, welcome in. Okay, sure. I definitely ran into a wall there. Everybody saw it. E-speed? No. We golden capping? Why are we golden kappa? That's funny. That's really funny that you can still make that if you fail. That's way harder though. Ah. I find myself very ignorant about how Twitch works. You can gain height. It sucks though. No. No, I'm not subjecting my thumbs to that. I think I can remember seeing, like on the follow list on Twitch, where it'll say that a hype train is a golden Kappa hype train or whatever. The problem I'm having here is I'm coming in there with way too much speed. There we go. Well, I think I've got what might be a more consistent way of doing that. Okay. Okay. Well, do I need to be way faster or way slower? Hit the Koopa as he's still up, or wait for him to go down all the way and come back? Somewhere in the middle? Oh! They are mostly if you ignore the extra moves that are added. SMB3 just has crazy jumps. Did you know? In SMB3, if you grab the wand while you're on the ground, you'll end the stage faster than if you're in the air. It'll always save you time. Big jump at the end. Big jump at the end. Yes! Bruh! I bet you it was Paco who stole my VCR. He loves his VHS tapes. I know he just rented the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Bruh. Hang on one second. What is this song? What an asshole. Sorry, I got a comment. A comment I'm not a fan of. I don't think anybody else would be either. Alright, let's go. Whoa! Okay, I think I'm delaying more, getting a bounce off of him, and then continuing. Yeah. I need a much higher wall jump there. P-speed? Yes. No, I'm dead. It very well may be Doom music. I was thinking that it might be like a port of whatever song it was that was ported to Doom. Okay, well, now I know. Yeah, so saying it's Doom music, I think, is ignoring this part. Yeah, the rest of that was that it was a comment that I'm not a fan of, and I don't think very many people would be a fan of it. And so I asked them what possessed them to make such a comment. I feel like I should be able to preserve P-speed there. Oops. No, you press up and jump. It is still up. It's on a TikTok video. I believe it is the third Graham video I posted. Oh. Yeah, the third one, which is the one after the Yellow Switch Palace. Yeah, after the Yellow Switch Palace. Gluttony. I don't understand how to keep P-speed there. I feel like P-speed in SMB3 is extremely different than SMW. Thank you very much. I think this one has been very, very beginner friendly. I don't have a clue how I kept P-speed there. You don't see the Yellow Switch Palace? Hmm. Well, the level is Gluttony, which is the one with the eating blocks. Not the snake blocks, just the eating blocks. That's a good question. Do you see the playlist? Hi there, welcome in. I don't... That's weird. That's really weird. I wonder why that would be the case. 5 videos and then August. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to take a look at that later. I wonder if that might be why my Dream 3 content has been so miserable. Performance-wise. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. That's a potential fuck that asshole, let's get him blocked from everything kind of comment. Okay, alright. That makes more sense. If I jump early enough and pull back, I can get over without even rubbing the wall. And that should retain my P-speed. As someone who doesn't really know how to do the SMB3 P-speed that well, that feels really hard. Maybe it's easier if you know what you're doing. Okay. Smaller jump. I think this is probably the first level that I would probably request that there be changes in. Like, I think I understand why that gap is the way that it is, but that's still... I feel like it's asking a whole lot for me to wall jump so high from off of this pipe. And it's even fairly lenient. But like, I think this pipe and everything else to the right could be pushed back probably a couple tiles to make the jump from here up to it easier. Unless I just am an absolute dunce when it comes to SMB3 P speed. One quick second. I wonder if... No. That's actually a lot easier if I'm doing the twirl while I'm getting the jump off of the Goomba. Because I'm pretty sure that the regrab move works very similar to how it does in SMW, where you're actually decreasing Mario's gravity, which is going to allow you a higher jump if that's happening while you're moving upwards. I will say that jumping off that Goomba further to the right feels a lot easier. Okay. Oh, got it. Yeah, I mean, I can tell what needs to be done there. It's just keeping P speed right there is really hard. Bumping that wall is removing it from me. I just have to turn back a lot more than I have been. thumb's getting tired. Which is weird. I don't know. I don't know. Hey there, welcome in. So am I like, I think I'm twirling too early. And it's making the rest of that harder for me? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. That makes that easier. It's going just fine. It's taken getting used to, but I mean, we've had really good setups in this. Logan, thank you so much for that mystery gift. I really, really appreciate it. We're actually gonna get a couple of jokes from the jokiest joking joke book ever written. No joke. Just for that gift. Why was the sun so sad? It was watching the clouds go by. What do you call two straws that grew up together? Siblings. Siblings. By the way, some of these are illustrated, and I am sparing you having to see the illustrations. You're welcome. We'll see. I would really like to see boot levels. I think boot SMB3 kaizo is, really cool. I need, like, the smallest possible jump I can get there. And I just keep forgetting about it. Yeah, I know that there's cool stuff with the Nuki suit. But then also, I think it's hard to design around. That gives you the tail and flight. That'll come with it. Yeah, I like the way power-ups are handled. I'm so excited to get up there that I'm just blasting out the biggest jump that I can, and I need to not do that. Hey, Nick. A lot of people get really confused about SMB3, and they'll say that the power leaf that gives you the raccoon tail is Tanuki, and that's very wrong. He's just slightly to the left of where I want him to be. So let's anticipate that. Mario 3, I think, easily takes the cake for having the coolest power-ups. Or at the very least, the most variety of power-ups. But in terms of, like, physics, you cannot beat Super Mario World. So not the smallest jump of all time. Okie dokie. That was hard. That was very hard for me. It all came down to P-speed preservation, getting up on top of that pipe. I would personally suggest scooching everything over to the right, make the jump up to that pipe easier to keep your P-speed on. Ooh, slide speed. Yeah. Does that make sense? Why is there water there? I'll play as much of it as I can. Probably only gonna go for another hour or so. Okay. That feels really weird. Well, that's just the thing with the Power Glove. It is so bad. It's okay, buddy. Well, the thing with SMB2 is you had limited, not just limited lives, but also limited continues. Okay, well, I guess we need to learn what's in that block. I wanted to go further to the right. Alright, we got a mushroom there. Yeah, I remember the Power Glove stream. I think he said it really hurt him. Like, injury level hurt. Yeah, there was like a RV that drove past. And that's not cool. Yeah, All Stars is a very bad collection of games. They ruined a lot of the physics for pretty much every game. The screen. It wouldn't scroll back up. I mean, they said it right in the movie. It's so bad. Well, I mean, I definitely need the mushroom. Yeah. That's where I need it. Oh. Hey, when are you leaving work, Carmen? Oh, just 30 minutes? Okay. Do I want to duck jump? I don't think I do. Am I gonna try it anyway? No. What the hell is this? What? Do I need P speed? The PTO. Mario Maker. Pretty much just used new soup physics across the board, which I think is the proper way for them to have done it. What? Buddy, why are you so grumpy today? I need to figure out how to enable YouTube to give treats to Spike. Because TikTok and Twitch both have an option. He's staring out the window. I think I might actually use my next break to take him outside. Yeah, but I mean, having different physics for different styles would have made that game way more complex than it needed to be. And making everything the same was definitely the right choice. Hey, Steph. It's funny, the thing I'm struggling with is all of SMB3 Kaizo, which is getting the right jump heights off of stuff. I'm used to SMW, where if you get the wrong jump height, you can kind of fix it. I guess I wish that that pipe was higher by like one tile, so I wouldn't be bonking my head on it while I'm running off. Yeah, one of my friends asked me to do some playtesting of their ROM hack, and so far it's been very, very approachable for me as a beginner. Oh, well there's an idea. Why don't I do that? I think that's reproducible. Thank you very much for that Sunday gift. You're a couple days late. Really appreciate it. You get it because it's Tuesday? Thank you for another Sunday. I really, really appreciate it. I don't think I'm still supposed to have the mushroom. I re-grabbed as I was going through there. Let me keep enough height to avoid taking damage. I still have a mushroom! Thanks, Sparkle Fritz. Enjoy your lurk. Tell you what, I need to take Spike outside. We've got a break coming up. We're gonna go ahead and start it just a couple minutes, like a minute early. I'm gonna run some shorts and we'll be back very soon. That put me in third place out of 3 racers who were able to finish. Aha! I got the funny thing! Give me them dang mushrooms, Mario! Not only a one-shot, I also did the thing I've been trying for like, what, 5 days? I hope everybody enjoys the lovely song of Spike's people. Spike wants everyone to know that he saw a dog today, and that was the highlight of his day. I think the dog made him even more excited than the group of deer that we saw the other night. Was it a nice dog? I decided it would be a bad idea to go outside at that time. That was kind of close with the water and all that. Okay. Nine. That was a resubscription from GameCube. I almost got the funny thing right there. Welcome to ROM Hack Race Week 332. This is Pencil Delfino by Shadowbox Sandshrew. The most common obstacle that we're going to see in this level is the pencil. The only part of a pencil that normally is able to hurt you is the pointy bit at the end, but since most pencils in this section are stacked on top of some other sprite, you also have to worry about them moving inside of your hitbox and crushing you from the side. And of course, they're also just doing the normal thing of taking up space so you can't jump around them easily. Spinning off of this twimp right here is probably the hardest move in the level. Now, this is a pretty fast-paced auto-scroll, and I do need to stay towards the right edge of the screen for most of it. This is my first time getting to the end of this little section here, and I'm very surprised how the auto-scroll just stops. The only real danger here is that left pencil. If it's up, it'll block me from getting in the pipe. Here in the second half, we have a much slower auto-scroll. This made it way easier for me to see what was coming up and react to what was happening without having to die to learn what I was doing. This move with the thwimp was one of my favorite things in the level. Just the way that I went around and through the pencils just felt satisfying. Now I need to be careful with how I deal with this Chuck right here. I must jump over him and let him run underneath me at these arrows, since I still need 2 more bounces off of him. These pencils here are terrifying. I think the only parts of them that can actually hurt me are the pointy bits and the fireballs on the bottom of them, but they're difficult to predict, and I thought that I needed to have the P-switch still active in order to beat the level. Turns out it was just for a moon. My time for this level was 25 minutes and 42 seconds. That put me in first place out of 12 racers who finished. Oh. Oh. Panga. Panga, that's gross. Panga. Panga, why? Why, Panga, why? I'm back. Alright. Fortress time. H, thank you very much for the Go Popular and the Heart Me. Hey. What? Oh, I need P-speed. Alright, got it. Do you want to make another one? That's really funny. I'm keeping my mushroom because I had it on the overworld, and then it's just taking it away. I really hope I don't still need to have P-speed. I think it's done. Hey there, welcome in. I don't know where the spike ball went. The Tui's spike ball. Okay, so I need to actually have my momentum before jumping there. Oh, I need all the luck I can get because I am not an SMB3 player. But this has been pretty approachable. Yeah, I'm totally open to getting more voiceover from you, Carmen. I feel like I take the shell with me. What's that? Record you on video for the voiceover? I don't know what I'm doing there. I guess there's a possibility that the Koopa still needs to be walking. No, I get it. I get it. This seems like a tough move. For me. There is a wooden block down to the left of where that Koopa is. That's a pretty good indication that I'm supposed to be kicking it to the left. I guess not then. Good old Bobcat Goldthwait. Which you are not about to hear me attempt, because I don't want to ruin my voice. Hi. Am I throwing it too fast? Yeah, that's a mobile-only feature. I'll have to find something that's really heavy on the S sounds for that. No! Ugh. How did I do that? I think it's like that. Like, travel to the right, throw the shell to the left. That'll make it slow down. Yeah, well, I guess that might work too. Hey, Nerd Alert. But shell jumps are hard. Hey, this has been really good so far. I've said it pretty much on every single level that this is very approachable for me as a beginner. They're earlier than I think they are. Sort of like Mario Maker. And then also, I get way more height off of them than I expect. No. There is a different program. I don't know what it is, though. I don't know what those are. They might be donuts. I guess I didn't realize that SMB3 Womps don't change their expressions. No, this isn't publicly available yet. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. You're going too fast. When does it come out? I don't know. Nerdalert, do you have a... Oh, plain Wi-Fi? Ugh. We can find out later. Oh, I didn't think about it in the ceiling. I'm messing that jump up for myself from the note block. I'm doing the twirl as I'm jumping. Okay, after the testing is finished, it's me and one other person. So very soon. That is weird. I think it's... Having been on a few planes recently, I think it's really strange that there's airlines that will charge you for the Wi-Fi. You've played all of Nerdler's other hacks? Nice! I played a bunch of Nerdalert's Mario Maker levels. Spirit? Oh. I do want to get deeper into SMB3 in this upcoming year. Oh, you made some good Mario Maker stuff. For sure. Okay, alright. Now I know the Thwomp is gonna miss the block. I'm not playing a 40-year-old game, I'm playing a brand new, yet-to-be-released game. Fucking idiot. Huh. Ryanair. Handball Jim's fucking 88. It's coming eventually. I will food fight. I probably don't need to do the twirl there, especially since every time I've ever been required to do it, there's been an indicator on screen. No, that's me making an input to make that happen. That dang Koopa. Way back. I think Paul is only talking shit because it's what they're full of. Okay, alright. I can see the Boom Boom fight right ahead. I am so nervous about this jump onto the Koopa. Hey. Orb! I have yet to die to a Boom Boom, and I'd like to keep it that way. Alright. Pac-Man music again. Alright, hold on. I hear Spike outside. Let me get him in. Let's turn on clips while I'm getting him. Shorts, rather. Is not that bad of an ending. That is not that bad of an ending. This is Grown Man's Wild Ride, a level from Super Jam World 3. This section of the level is all about dealing with different kinds of snake blocks. The pink and blue snakes turn on and off based on the state of the on-off block, and we can see some indications in the background for where they're going to turn, as well as the plus sign that speeds them up, a minus sign that speeds them down, and an X that destroys the snake. I'm waiting for this other snake that's just come on screen. It's made up of sprite-only blocks, so things like the thwomp and the disco shell will ride on top of it, but Mario will pass right through. We're riding the disco shell a little bit, going under it, and then using it to get up to this Yoshi over here. And again, these blocks aren't solid for Mario, but they are for Yoshi. One thing that Yoshi does when he's standing on the ground is a little bit of a hop. That hopping will cause him to rise up rapidly if he's inside of a wall. We saw this earlier on, but after you collect the gold tape, if you walk off the edge of a platform or touch lava, Mario will still die. That's what I was expecting. Let's go. I needed that snake block to eat some of the Mario-only blocks, but not all of them. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Alright. I was curious what the process was like for putting custom music in SMB3. When does he fall? Okay. I didn't expect to land there. Okay. Buddy, what are you doing? Don't tell my dog to shut up. Go fuck yourself. Thank you, Mac. Wow! Holy crap! The music is great. Okay. I think I was probably close. Oh, right. I was expecting to bonk into the wall and use that to line up the movement to get down to the buzzy. And then the wall sliding happened. I did play a Diagonal Mario 2. Oops. Hey buddy, you're a good boy. There's a truck outside. There's a truck. You see the truck? Do you see it? Yes, you do. Alright. I think that's enough barking at the FedEx truck. He doesn't think so. Hey, Willow. Oh. Wow, holy crap, Willow. That's a lot. I think that's definitely more than I had watched any Twitch streams. There's a coin up there that was making me think that I needed to wait until I got all the way up before jumping. That is not right. I'll remember that, Carmen. Spike was, not paying attention to the fact that there was a FedEx truck that just pulled up outside. And he decided he wanted to get up on my lap. And then he noticed it. Whoa. Let's go! Very cool. I like that level a lot. It's fun. Do a minute. Oh, maybe it's a drop midair. Probably not. Hey, let's go. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna twirl. That's sick. That's so sick. Ah! Suddenly Roy to the face. By the way, did you know it's faster to grab the wand than it is to grab the wand on the ground than it is to jump to catch it? Bruh, I lost my VCR. I have to watch my Ernest and Pee-wee tapes before Blockbuster charges me for late fees. That's such a common problem these days. Bruh, I bet you Wilson stole my VCR. I saw him at Blockbuster and he kept going on about how much he liked my new VCR. Bruh. It is for real, yes. We're in World 6. I mean, if I know anything about SMB3, that means we've got this and 2 more. I think I'm probably going to stop for right now. I'm very hungry. This has been really good. This has been really good. The only other SMB3 kaizo that I've really played has been Get Up, Get Out, Get Good, whatever it is. Speaking of Wilson. And I am certainly not very good at this game, but I think this has been extremely approachable. The next time we get to a boss fight, which should be at the end of this world, I'm going to use a save state. Oh, save state. Use a save state, collect the wand on the ground, and collect it jumping for it. And that way I can make the video. Yeah, so let's see who's online right now so we can send a raid out somewhere. I would really like it if we could raid and redirect at the same time. I think I see first name Butt online. First name Butt is doing Dram 3. Oh, I think he just started. Yeah, perfect. All right. You guys want to follow me over so we can go say hi to FNB? Let me make sure that I've got YouTube set up to do the redirect. There he is. And I'll be back online later tonight. I'm still not sure what I'm going to be playing tonight. It will either be Enter the Gungeon, Dram 3, or Hollow Knight. It's probably not going to be Hollow Knight, but it is kind of on the table. Toast level? Ooh, I don't know about that. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here. We'll be back again later tonight. I appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out, supporting, all that jazz. It means a ton to me. But yeah, have a great rest of your day if I don't see you. And it's over.
It's over!